Hello, welcome back. I picked this radio up in February. It's a Philco 39-7. It's not a very uncommon radio. I see them pop up on eBay when I'm looking around for stuff. I picked it up for $25 at a garage sale. Typical somebody's grandmother's radio, retired now, etc., etc., or in a retirement home. Garage sale to sell off what they thought was valuable. So $25 is not bad. I do see, this isn't really uncommon, I do see them on eBay. If the interior looks fairly familiar to you, it should, because when I looked at the schematic, and of course the tube lineup, I have the tubes out at the moment, but it's not much different than the 3812 that I did last year. One difference being it does not have the metal shield that the 3812 does, although it does have this spring which is grounded. Actually, there's fuzz on it, but it's soldered to a lug here that's between the that's or the bolt to the chassis here. So I guess they finally figured out they didn't need a great big shield. Another thing I don't like about the shield, actually, on that 3812, every couple of months, I don't listen to it that much anymore, but when I was listening to it a little more, every once in a while I would turn it on and it wouldn't work. And basically what happens is the tube that's wedged into the shield gets loose, and I have to reach around in the back and push the tube back in. I don't know if that was a common thing for all of them. The tube socket isn't loose or anything. The tube fits in pretty snugly, but it still seems to work itself out. So it's a little annoying, but anyway, I don't know how much of this is original. As you can see from here, somebody added a phono plug at some point. Plus, it's got this gentleman. Boy, I shouldn't have said that, but most likely it probably was. It's got a phone number on it, and the pencil markings where the tube numbers go, and it does have a mark on it that says $27.95, which is about the price that these were when they were brand new. So it may very well be that pencil mark on there was the price. I've seen a couple of my radios that have had the prices penciled on somewhere inside the chassis. The 610 did, and so did the 624. Anywho, so from the top it looks pretty original. I haven't taken it out yet, so we're all going to find out what it looks like underneath. Somebody at some point added on one of those zip plugs, so which is not polarized, it's just bent. As we would expect, it's not polarized. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Oh, I guess I'll go over the cabinet real quick. There is a chunk missing from here, which I guess I'll have to try to fill in, and there's a gouge here. Everything else is okay. I mean, it's obviously the original finish, and it's kind of old and cracking, so it will have to be redone. And it looks on this end like somebody dropped it at some point. It's squishy here. There were actually some staples down in the bottom here that I pulled out before. Unfortunately, I scratched one of my tables when I was putting it on there. I didn't realize somebody, I don't know why, there was just staples. And I'm getting little bits of colored confetti here, so what do you want to bet? There is rubber wire underneath here. Let's see what else comes out. Yep. Oh look, all sorts of colors. We got green and yellow and red and black, so this is probably going to be fun. Alright, well let me go ahead and unscrew this, and I will be right back. Alrighty, are we ready for the big reveal? I got more green stuff. Here we go. You know, these switch assemblies are, yeah, I guess it's okay. After doing the 41315X, pulling any chassis out is no longer, in my opinion, a big deal. Okay, so, alright, well, I just pulled it off, and oh, I should have known this label was messed up as it was, and the part of the label came off. The tube layout label. And actually, you know what? That reminds me. One of my radio club friends, you heard me mention his name before, Joe. He's the one that used to work at the RCA repair center up in Richardson, Texas, up until they closed. I will put the link up in the description, but one of his concerns was when he restores these, you know, he wants to make it, you know, museum quality. So this is a lot of times I get radios in this condition. This is the patent sticker, and you know, like in the 41315, it fell off. It did it in the 624. Some of them I have are in, you know, that you can read them. Usually they're on the side, but anyway, be that as it may. The other issue that he had a problem with, he just did a 41295 or a 4295. So like the blue Philco sticker is also messed up. So he was trying to duplicate it or find an old chassis or something he could get one off of. Anyway, he came across a website for a guy, collector, restorer, like a lot of other people, who has painstakingly redone a lot of labels, and you can buy the label kits for about $20 from him. Coincidentally, he also has a decal-based faux finish for several Philco models, and he has a YouTube video I recently liked. I don't know if you guys can see my likes or not. I think you can, because sometimes I can see other people's likes. But anyway, I'll put a link up to his website. Pretty interesting. After I watched his video, I thought to myself, although they are $34.95, it might be enough to cause me not to be afraid to deal with a faux finish based, you know, a 37, 610 or 624. Not a 624. I don't want to do another battery set, but anyhow, I spent a lot of time on that. I'll put the link up there. Real neat site. They look pretty high quality. So the electrolytics are still here. Speaker looks good from this angle. It's rubbing though. Shit. Okay, well, we'll figure out how to deal with that, but it is rubbing. I don't know if you can hear it. Not good. The push buttons are stuck, except for that one. It's stuck on manual dial, and I don't know, it looks pretty messed up actually. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and evaluate it. Oh, look, this has also got those little rubber bits. This one's actually more intact. I found this on the 41 as well. And I'm assuming it was to prevent it from either making noise or making noise when it's switched. You could see it right? Well, I can see it in the viewfinder, so I'm pretty sure you can see it too. It's this little piece right there. Now, That's going to crumble, and that's the only one that's left. Nope, there's one there and one there. Anyway, I think it cushions the sound of the push button when it clicks. Either that or maybe it made noise. I don't know. Noise on the radio. But, okay, so far we've got a scratchy speaker. That already bugs me because speakers are expensive. Alright, let's turn it over for the first time. Back this out. And you can see more in the viewfinder than in real life. Okay. So, there we go. Alright, so immediately I guess we know that... Ooh, that's a pretty... Look at all that gunk leaked out of there. On the electrolytic there. Okay, so the main electrolytic... I can't see the value from here. One of them has been clipped and replaced, but we kind of probably expected that. I've got another leaky film cap there. Actually, it looks chewed. Some wax cap here, which I should pay more attention to that camera. Geez, there's no paper on this one at all. And the paper's come off on the coil there. Looks like it's got a trap on it. No, totally spacing out on what the this thing is called. Several radios I've had has it. So it looks pretty, aside from this electrolytic and yes, it does. I don't know what brand this is. It could be a Philco because it looks just like the paper came off. Of course, my next question would be, where did the paper go? But anyway, it's looking pretty original, which is always nice. And yep, there's all of our rubber wire down in here. This one's all chewed up too. I'm wondering if a mouse got in here or something. Ooh, that kind of scares me though, because, you know, mice and coils. Ah, crap, this looks chewed. And it doesn't look broken. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm thinking this thing got chewed on. Let me grab my green pointer. I'm scared this coil right here. Let's see if I can get in on that. Come on, focus. Shoot. This stupid camera. There we go. So as you can see, this has been chewed, and I guess this whole thing actually has been chewed, because if I put this, carefully take this out. Yep. Chew, chew, chew. Alright, let's see if anything else in here has been munched on. Alright, well, we've got chewed wire, more chewed wire. My head's not in the way. That might explain what has happened to the paper here, got chewed off. So, we had a critter. And, I don't know when though, because I don't see any... you know, poop. Alright. Well, that's being a long video. Okay, so, let's see, let's check some other things out here. This has been warped out. That would explain, you can see there's scratch marks in the foil from the pointer turning. and this is just bulged out, so I don't know, it's riveted on. Maybe I could just stick some super glue behind it or something. Alright, well, not too bad for a $25 find. The rubber grommets, which you can't see me poking at there, for the tuner, I mean the push buttons, are actually, yeah, this one's a little, yeah, that one's, actually looks like it got chewed on. But the rubber's still pretty soft. Alright, well, I gotta deal with that coil, make sure it's good. Somebody was in here because I see a big glob of solder. Well, I guess it could be original, but I don't think the Philco folks didn't seem to be that sloppy. Switch assembly is pretty messed up at the top here, where the manual button is. I don't know if you can see that either, but it's kind of messed up. So I guess we'll see what we can do. See if you can see that right there. It's I always have to remind myself that my little 3-inch viewfinder here, although stuff looks small, once I look at it on my 25 or 24-inch monitor, it's very visible. So this is messed up here, this switch thing. So I'll take a look at that. This switch seems to be, there we go. Okay, well, I'm not sure what to do with this. I mean, bending it and whatnot, but somebody was in here and it soldering at some point. I guess I should make sure they didn't bypass the switch assembly altogether, but alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit and do some testing. So thanks a lot for watching, and wish me luck, especially on this speaker. Don't like that, but maybe if I turn it upside down. Oh, it has a modern spider on it though. So maybe if I turn it upside down, whatever grit's in there might work itself out if I'm playing the radio. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next installment.